Check watch every 30 seconds. Go as far as possible and get out alive. Oh my god, don't look at it. What?
A couple of days ago, I saw the Backrooms movie. Me and my boyfriend always make a point to go see video game movies, not just because it's something we both enjoy individually and as a couple, but because we have a dream of making our mark on the video game industry one day. If you're anything like us, you saw Iron Lung opening night, were impressed by Fallout Season 1, and have been looking forward to Backrooms. If you've spent any amount of time online, you've probably seen the Backrooms at some point. Endless yellow hallways, slivers of inaccessible pathways, and the looming anticipation of the unknown. What started as a creepy internet image turned into one of the biggest internet horror phenomenon ever, inspiring games, videos, artwork, animations, and now an actual movie. As an artist, gamer, and someone who loves visual storytelling, I was really curious to see whether this movie could capture the feeling that made the original Backrooms so unsettling. So here's what I thought worked, what didn't, and what creators can learn from it. Before talking about the movie itself, I think it's important to understand why the Backrooms became popular in the first place. The Backrooms isn't really about monsters, it's about atmosphere, more specifically, liminal space. The technical definition of liminal space is occupying a position at or on both sides of a boundary or threshold. In creepy video game terms, we're gonna think empty places that seem abandoned, but probably shouldn't be. Like, I'm remembering the times getting to a hotel lobby late at night to check in, and it's completely empty, no one's there. And thinking about it, liminal spaces can be a good thing or a bad thing, I think. The weird but relaxing week between Christmas and New Year's? A long stretch of highway after years of frantic city driving? At the end of the day, it's a concept that relies heavily on imagination. The audience fills in the blanks. That creates a challenge for any movie adaptation because once you start explaining things, you risk losing the mystery. Luckily, somehow, the creators were able to visually capture how my brain feels when it makes up these places. After I watched the movie and after writing the script for this video, I decided to research and purchase the original first Backrooms game to try to get a feel of what the original audience for this genre thought it should feel like. Am I gonna see something soon or what? What's this game all about? Listen, it's not like I'm begging for more scary. Side note, the creator of this game released it for free and it's $3 donation. I purchased it and I cannot wait for the day I release something and someone drops $3 on me. So I'm really happy to spend the money. Now, this game received mixed reviews, mostly negative because it's short, I guess. I'll be the judge of that. How did I get back to the entrance? I still left. Okay, I'm getting really creeped out now. I don't like it. Oh my god! Honestly, what struck me the most wasn't the gameplay itself, it was the feeling. The Backrooms has never really been about combat, progression, or complicated mechanics. It's about being lost. I walked through endless, identical rooms, distant, subliminal noises increasing with the time, and I constantly wondered if I was alone or not. That sense of uncertainty is what made the original concept of the Backrooms so effective. After spending some time in the game, it became really obvious what the movie needed to get right. Not the monsters or the lore, but the atmosphere. If the movie couldn't capture the uncertainty of wandering through these endless spaces, it really wasn't going to capture the feeling of the Backrooms at all. The strongest part of the movie is definitely the visuals. Strong use of strange items in unlikely places, unconventional use of a camcorder within the film to capture the feel of first-person gaming in the Backrooms, and a monster unlike any I've seen before that actually looks scary. Even simple shots of hallways can feel uncomfortable because you're always expecting something to happen, which is perfectly like the game atmosphere like we were talking about. And before you see the monster, you expect to know what it looks like. I mean, the monster I envisioned looks something a little bit more like Siren Head, but you know, whatever. As an artist and gamer, all of this was worth the ticket alone, which is actually included in my AMC membership. From the uncomfortably yellow color palette clashing with the crimson of blood and the chartreuse of rope, environmental storytelling do a lot of the heavy lifting. It proves that horror doesn't always need jump scares. Sometimes a location can be scarier than the monster. Where the movie becomes more divisive is the story. The original Backrooms concept was intentionally vague, almost giving you the room to really imagine yourself in the space. The movie had to make decisions about lore, characters, and explanations. Some of these choices work because they give the audience something to follow. Personally, I think it worked against the film in one spot. Once we entered the Backrooms, really fully entered them, I was scared. We exited them again to follow the therapist back into the Backrooms. Kinda took me out of the immersion a bit. I think it would have been better if they had just continued following the kids and Clark and show the therapist appearing inside the Backrooms at some point. That being said, I believe in the butterfly effect, and if they changed that part, the film would probably change all over, so I get it. The part that I find the most inspiring about the Backrooms is that it started as a simple internet idea, almost like an inside joke. And from one image, one weird image sparked all of this. Imagination, creativity, ideas. Let's remember, AI can't make new things. It cannot make the Backrooms up. On top of that, Kane Parsons is a YouTuber like me who made a short found footage film based on the Backrooms. And he posted it on YouTube, and then he was eventually hired to direct this movie, and it was based on those videos. So he's a YouTuber. As artists, writers, game developers, content creators, that's kind of amazing. It's proof that a strong idea matters more than having unlimited resources. A concept that sparks people's imagination and makes people feel emotions is what really makes an impact in this world. It gives me hope that maybe my dreams can come true too. So, did I enjoy the Backrooms movie? Yeah, I did. Both me and my boyfriend did. We both agreed 10 minutes ago that the scene at the end between the therapist and the store owner, where they're talking about things, really makes you think about your own life. And, anyone who cares about their life, or anyone who maybe doesn't care about their life or has ever not cared about their life, and anyone in between would probably be inspired by that moment in the movie. Not every storytelling choice worked perfectly for me, but I respect how ambitious the project is and how seriously it followed literally liminal source material while giving the audience a story and a person to root for. More than anything, it reminds me of why I love creative projects that start small and grow through community passion, like this channel, hopefully. I'd give it a solid 10 out of 10 on the video game movie scale. If you haven't seen the movie, let me know what you thought. Did the added story help the Backrooms concept, or do you think the mystery was better left unexplained? And if you're new here, I'm an artist, character designer, and gamer documenting my creative journey, so feel free to subscribe and stick around. I'm Sammy Jo. Bye!